Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Cooper. I'm an Associate Professor of Philosophy at the University of Warwick, where I work on a range of themes, including Kant and German idealism, the history of philosophical thinking about life, and philosophy of biology. I'm a visiting fellow here in the Centre for Philosophy of Science at Pitt for the fall term in 2023. And during my stay, I'll be working on a project on theory construction in biology, taking both a conceptual and a historical approach. The conceptual side of my project is interested in the way that recent developments in biology give increasing focus to biological individuals and their behaviour in the evolutionary process. In research domains such as developmental systems biology, phenotypic plasticity, and niche construction theory, biologists study the way that inheritance can be understood not simply in terms of genetics, but also an extended range of inheritance phenomena. In a niche construction theory, for instance, biologists are interested in the way that organisms carve out niches that are passed on to future generations. Think of a beaver. When a beaver is conceived and born, it doesn't simply inherit beaver genes, but also the dam built by its parents and maintained by an ancestral community. That dam then has an enormous influence on the phenotypic expression of the genes that beaver inherits, but also on the organisms that co-evolve within the system of this particular river. Now, we could understand this phenomena on the level of biological theory, according to the disposition of this beaver to create dams, and we could explain that potentially on the level of genetic drift across a species population, such that dam building behaviour has a certain fitness differential that's been tracked in the past. But niche construction theorists want to propose something a bit thicker, that genes are genuinely underdetermined in this setting, and that to fully understand the evolutionary process happening in this niche environment, we need a range of causal factors, not simply genetics, but other factors that are influencing the way that genes are expressed and passed on. To accommodate this thicker, broader understanding of the evolutionary process, I'm proposing to develop a pragmatic understanding of theory construction that makes room for a plurality of causal factors in the evolutionary process, freeing biologists from the pressure of articulating their findings within a purely genetic account, giving space for an extended understanding of causal phenomena in evolution. The historical part of my project is tracking the history of biology and looking for different instances across biology's history in which biologists have proposed richer, thicker, more pluralistic accounts of the evolutionary process. I'll be focusing on a very early proponent of a pluralistic program, William Whewell, master of Trinity College, contemporary of Charles Darwin, who wrote a textbook for philosophy of science, philosophy of the inductive sciences, where he argued that biology needs to be understood as an autonomous science. He famously coins the term philosophy of biology, but proposes that we need to organize biological theory under a conception of the organism, and that it's in the organism that other factors hang together, such that we understand the physical, chemical, organizational levels that explain morphology across a species population, such that we can understand those causal factors as contributing to a morphological process, but that's united within an understanding of the organism. And what I want to propose is that if we look with open eyes to biology's history, we see many different attempts, such as Whewell's, to offer a more pluralistic account of biological theory, and we might be able to learn from those accounts as we seek perhaps a more generous, expansive understanding of biological theory today.